welcome to my journey into another Weight Watchers meal prep. Today was easy. I didn't look at the clock, but it couldn't have been barely an hour because nothing I made was hard. For breakfast, we're doing a bacon and cheese frittata. So simple. It's a very easy recipe, and it uses bacon, but I don't see why you couldn't use sausage if you wanted to, or Canadian bacon. That would be your choice, I think, to try. And then for lunch, I have some hummus singles that I need to use before they go out of date, and some baked pita crackers. So I'm going to pair that together. So I have any prep there. That was done. So I made some snacks. And when I say snacks, I mean vegetables. You heard it, but it's vegetables I like. I started thinking there are vegetables that I like. It's what I was saying in my video the other day. I just don't like the powerhouse vegetables. I just like the good old homey ones, like cooked green beans, sweet and sour beets, and sugar peas. And those are all 0 points. And you'll see why. You'll see why I still count mine as 0. Because I do. So that's what I'm making this week. And I think it's going to be, I'm also going to have some cut up cucumbers, but I'm having to get them on a grocery pickup this morning with a few things that I needed from the other day. So that's it. Sweet and simple and to the point. So we will just turn around and get started cooking. We're going to start on our frittata, and I want to show you my little bacon trick I hadn't showed you in a while because it's been a while since I've actually used bacon out of the pack. But you know how hard it is to get the pieces apart, how they stick together. Take it and roll it this way. Then unroll it. Roll it back the other way. Oh, hold on. I left my knife over there. Okay. And then they will come apart very nicely. See that? Let's see. Let me slide you out. Well, I want you to see how easy the bacon comes over, but I don't want to go in front of you to put it in the pan. So I want to do it like that. Isn't that cool? So we need 5 slices. 5 easily removed slices. And when they get done, you want to crumble them up. Okay, while I was cooking the bacon, I was preheating the oven to 350. I have 6 eggs. Let me just whisk those up just a little bit. I'll add some salt and pepper. I guess you could add, if you like other seasonings to your egg dishes. Some people like dill in their eggs. You could add some dill to this, or parsley, or whatever you want to flavor it with, I would assume. And then we need 1 cup of milk, and I'm just using skim milk. We want to whisk this together, oh, really good, without knocking it out of the bowl if possible. Okay, let me wipe this up, because if I don't, it's going to drive me insane. Now, I have a sprayed 11 by 7. So this is a good recipe, which I imagine you could make it in a pie pan if you don't have an 11 by 7. But if you don't have a pie pan, pie dish, whatever, then you make it in 11 by 7. So, very versatile. I don't see why it wouldn't translate over to a pie plate. Then, oops, let's see. We're going to, let's go ahead and cut up our green onions. The recipe calls for 2 green onions, but these are so small. I'm just doing 4 of them. Okay, we just want to sprinkle these over the top. We need to crumble our bacon. Let's see. Still kind of. Let's see. Okay, we're going to crumble this over the top. And let me wash my hands and we'll get the cheese. Okay, we need a half a cup or 2 ounces of cheese. And I'm just going to weigh it right straight into the dish. Now, I'm weighing mine because this is fresh shredded and it's softer and sticks together. It does not pack well in a measuring cup. And I don't want to shortchange myself, especially if I'm counting points. If I wasn't counting anything, I would just sprinkle until it felt right. But since we're being oh, there's a word I'm looking for. Intentional. I'm being intentional about it. There we go. Now this will bake, like I said, 350 for 30 to 35 minutes or until a knife comes out of the center clean. Now we're going to start prepping our snacks, and our snacks are going to be vegetables. I know. First, I just want a can of sweet peas. These are 0 points. I am just going to heat them in the microwave with a little bit of butter. And I am not counting this butter. This is, listen, you got to find what works for you. If adding a little bit of butter to your vegetable is going to make you eat your vegetable, then do it. Count it or not count it, that's up to you. I'm not counting it. I'm just using it as a flavoring. I'm not sitting down with a spoon eating the butter. To me, I just don't, I'm just to the point in my life where I'm not worrying about those little things. Then I've got 2 cans of the French style green beans, and let's slide over. What I'm going to do is piggyback off of my baking pan. No sense to, I poured off the grease that would pour off, and I figured there's no sense to waste. Oh, maybe 1 can would have been enough. I tell you, the French ones, whoo, there's a lot more that comes out of those cans than you think when they're cut like this. I think 1 can would have been enough. Anyway, y'all know about me, if you've watched me, I like to piggyback cook. Meaning, like if I cook bacon in a pan, if there's something else in the meal that I can cook in that, then I would like to do it. There's no sense to waste that flavor. And again, I'm not counting what I can scrape up off of the bottom to put in these beans. I'm just not doing it. So let me add a little bit of salt. I know these are not sodium-free beans, but you still need some salt flavor to them, I think. Oops, hold on just a minute. We need a pinch of sugar, because that's just good in green beans. And to make them kind of taste more homemade, I would add some chicken bouillon. But since I've got this bacon fat and renderings down in the bottom, I'm not going to add that because that bacon's going to give it enough flavor. So I will just let this cook until almost all that liquid has boiled out. Now we're going to make our beets. I got 2 cans of sliced beets. Let me pour this out. I just want the liquid in there first. Let me rinse my hands right quick. Now I'm going to make these, I just call them sweet and sour. They're like a pickled beet, except I eat them warm. So I use my Trivia Sweet Complete. You can use regular sugar, but I try to not cook with regular sugar unless I'm just making like a treat or something. So I'm going to do 1/4 cup of that and 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And then I'm going to cook this until that sweetener has dissolved. And when it does, I'll taste it and see if I need to adjust. Because I used 2 cans of liquid, so I might need more pickling seasoning, as in the sweet and the sour. Okay, I tasted it and it's perfect. Now, there's your jumping off point. Taste it. You might like yours sweeter. You might like yours more sour. I think that equal amounts are a perfect combination. Now I'm just going to let these cook a little bit to get some of that great flavored juice into those beets. So our sugar peas are ready. Growing up, Mama put brown sugar in them. So when I eat them, if I want to, I can put some of my brown sugar substitute in them and have a little sweet treat. Just sweeter than they are now, put it that way. And my beets are ready, and I hope I can get them all in this dish with enough liquid to cover them. Oh, I think I can. Oh, I can't wait to dive into these, because I never get these, because David, he won't touch them with a 10-foot pole. And so I just never make them. I don't know why I don't think about making them for prep more often, because that's the perfect time to make them for myself. Alright, there's our beets. Here are our green beans. I didn't dry them completely out, but I got almost all the liquid out. I just like them that way. You cook your green beans however you like your green beans. When I cook regular green beans, I prefer them to about look like this when I get through with them. So there's that, and we got all that done, and we're still waiting on our frittata. So when it comes up, we'll be through. Okay, this came out, this is 30 minutes, and you can see it's set when you shake it. But let's put our knife in there, and it comes out clean. So it is done. Now, I need to let it cool before we cut it. And I think instead of waiting for it to cool and finishing my video, I'm just going to go ahead and finish my video now. So let's head over there and look at what we made today. All right, here is our week. It was very easy, but I think it's going to be very delicious. We have our bacon and cheese frittata. I added the exact bacon that I have, and it bumped it from 4 points to 6 points. So I don't think that's bad. 6 points per serving. This makes 6 servings. And for lunch, there's no prep because I have these hummus singles that I got from BJ's I need to use up. And I also got these, see, it's a big box, these pita crackers that I got at BJ's. And I'm going to use 6 of them. You can see right there, 6 is 2 points. 6 is way plenty to eat with this cup because I had that yesterday. It was way plenty. So the cup is 4 points, and then the crackers are 2. So that would be a 6-point lunch. And then here are my snacks. Some French cut green beans, some sugar peas, and some sweet and sour beets. And you know I am not counting any of the leftover bacon grease in the bottom of the pan or that pat or 2-up butter that I put in the peas. So you do what you want to do. But that is my week. I hope if you're prepping something today, you're prepping something good. That'll be it for me. Not sure what I'm doing next, so I'll just see when I see you.